I am your host, the Hip Hop Wizard, and I got my co-host today who's gonna ride on this wave. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man, and what brings you to the studio today.
Really just enjoy telling stories and making music and impacting people. I really like what you're doing with the podcast and just giving people the platform and informing the public about what we're doing. You know, a lot of us stay unknown, so
okay.
Really
we were going through your bio and your catalog, and I see like one of my favorite artists who don't get a lot of pub, but it seems like when his albums come out, people rush to the record stores and try to buy them all up, because I know I don't want to release his name now, but I know I bought about 3 of his records just in one day, just because of his history with before he became the mass guy. A lot of people don't know that. But again, we're glad to join you today, and so we're gonna rock out as we always do. We got a Vinyls Matters moment, but the first thing we're gonna lottie-dottie. We like to party. This is Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh. So let's lottie-dottie on Digging in the Crates Hip Hop Podcast. Here we go.
Okay, party people in the house. You're about to witness something you've never witnessed before. Yes, it's the original human beatbox, Dougie Fresh, and his partner, the Grand Wizard, MC Ricky D, and that's me in the place to be. And we're gonna show you how we do it for 85 Kick It Live, all right? Because I got a funny feeling you're all sick of all these crab rappers biting their rhymes because they're backstabbers. But when it comes to me and my friend Doug Fresh here, there is no competition because we are the best, yeah. Finesse and press, which we prove. And y'all will realize that we are the move. So listen close so you all don't miss as we go a little something like this. Hit it! Oh yeah. You know what? Lottie-dottie. Lottie-dottie. Lottie. Lottie. You know what? Yo, peep this. Lottie-dottie. We like to party. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody. We're just some men that's on the mic. And when we rock up on the mic, we rock the mic. Right? For all of y'all, keeping y'all in health, just to see you smile and enjoy yourself. Cause it's cool when you cause a cozy condition and that we create, cause that's our mission. So listen to what we say, because this type of shit, it happens every day. I woke up around 10 o'clock in the morning. I gave myself a stretcher, a morning yawning. Went to the bathroom to wash up, had some soap on my face, set my hand up on a cup. I said, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the top choice of them all? There was a rumble-dumble, 5 minutes it lasted. The mirror said,
"You are, you conceited bastard."
But that's true. That's why we never have no beef. So then I washed off the soap and brushed the gold teeth. Used to I love Olay cause my skin gets pale. And then I got the files for my fingernails. Due to the night and on my behalf, I put the bubbles in the tub so I could have a bubble bath. Clean, dry was my body and hair. I threw on my brand new Gucci underwear. For all the girls I might take home, I got the Johnson's baby powder and the Polo cologne. Fresh dress like $1 million bucks. Threw on the ballet shoes and the fly green socks. Stepped out my house, stopped short. Oh no, I went back in, I forgot my Kango, and then I dilly. I ran through her. I bumped into my old girl from the valley. This is a girl plays hard to get, so I said, what's wrong? Cause she looked upset. Now, what was I to do? Just crying over me and she was feeling blue. I said, don't cry, dry your eye. Here comes your mother with those 2 little guys. Her mean mother stepped up, said to me, hi! Looked Sally in the face and decked her in the eye. Punched her in the belly and stepped.
So don't cry, dry your eye. Here comes the hip hop wizard with the soda and pie. So when you think about just hip hop in general, when you hear the sounds of Dougie Fresh and that original beatbox, what does that does for you as a producer, hearing that type of song before we give our audience the background of the actual song?
Hearing the beatbox?
Yeah.
It really just goes to show, like, you know, how everything started from the streets, and it started from, you know, just one person and another person. It wasn't all this crazy giant production and tons of money. It was really just a dude in a microphone and, you know, man doing what he can with what he's got and not really trying to, you know.
So it's just like, you know, going to a cafeteria and
Exactly, you know.
beatboxing, right?
You've got all the tools you need on you. You don't have to.
Okay, you mentioned tools. We're going to get into that later. But the song was performed by Dougie Fresh, who provides a beatbox instrumental. Shout out to the Fat Boys. MC Ricky D, better known as Slick Rick the Ruler, who performs vocals. Its original release was 1985 as the B-side to the show. The song has since gained reputation as early hip-hop classic and is one of the most sampled songs in history. So when you think about Dougie Fresh, before we move along, where do you think sampling is as now?
As of now?
Yeah, where do you think sampling is? It making a resurgence, or it's always been there?
I mean, it's definitely making a resurgence. It has always been there, but with the way it's working now, like, there's just so many different ways you can go about it, and it's not so much just having to have a vinyl or you know, an MPC or anything crazy to sample. You can really just sample from your phone nowadays. You know,
wow.
all kinds of digital with the way the technology has gone. There's a lot more avenues to get to where you're trying to go.
Okay, well that's good when you start talking about sample. I believe it's making a resurgence. We have tons of records here. We dig in the crates, we pull things out, we play it. You know, my intern's been getting on me about, you know, the newer music. So we got some treats today, and hopefully our listeners will follow us. So with that being said, man, we got a segment, What's the 411? So it's, you know, kind of what's going on. So in recent news, legendary rapper Busta Rhymes has officially released his highly anticipated full-length album, Blockbuster, available now through Epic Records. The 12-time Grammy Award nominee collaborates with the ensemble. Think about these heavyweights as a producer: Pharrell Williams, Timbaland, Swiss Beats, just to name a few. So when did you come in contact with knowing about Busta Rhymes?
Busta Rhymes, really a hot minute ago. Like, it was just, I couldn't tell you what song it was, but it was very early in my, like, delving into hip-hop and stuff like that. Just, probably, like, you know, 2011, 2012, when I really started diving into it. Mm-hmm. Up until then, I'd really only listened to a lot of MF Doom and just the interesting stuff that he puts out. Yeah,
Busta Rhymes, of course, setting the tone for a musical journey that captures the essence of Busta's iconic style. You know, Wild for the Night, the song with, he has several songs, the song with Janet Jackson, of course. I remember when he was Leaders in the New School, and of course the most famous lyric is on the Tribe Called Quest album, The Scenario, where he goes last. So, you know, Busta's just a, you know, great lyricist. But before we move on to next, we're going to get into one of Busta's songs that features the baby.
Go ahead. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. We gave you a big package. Fuck about big time to become a big man. You're a big fool. Big fucking bozo. You were not alone. We were not with you. Sorry, but you have to go away. Let him go right away. 1, 2, 3.
Shooter. Serious shooter.
It's baby. Look, I told them niggas I was top 5 when I was underground. Yeah. Fuck them all the bitches, get them hoes to run around. All I ever knew that girl to be was just a freak. I'ma let the world think that she a woman now to go get some CDs. I sold niggas remix. I sold this shit to any nigga want a pound. Used to rapping fast, go was Busta Rhymes. When niggas had them 35, I had them 29. Every day a nigga flip on, ring 100 times. Had a phone call, thick cold, boy I rode around. Buy the car, throw the tent on, and I roll around. Yeah, brand new whip, pull up, brand new bitch in it.
Niggas sick when we pull up, you know how we with it. Then cop every bottle, get drunk, and then spill it all over the place.
dollars. Watch my shoes, I'm getting plenty money. How about you?
Baby, we throw so much bread to the point I'm exhausted. Drinking every bottle till a nigga get nauseous. 100 bitches by a nigga, all of them gorgeous. 100,000 on a nigga, more in the office. Can't pick and eat a bitch box of chocolates. Beat it, little nigga, for I cock the Taurus. Money growing bigger than a Brontosaurus. Money I throw at bitches, cop box the Porsche. Get that dough, shorty, get that hoe for me. Get it here, shorty, sick that low. Bring it back, girl, go ahead and put it on a nigga like. You tryna get in of a go. Niggas acting like they throwing money with bosses. You don't wanna do that, cut some of your losses. Every single thing about a nigga enormous. Lot of gold on a nigga and the diamonds is flawless. See, you motherfuckers can never do this shit I be doing. The best and you knew it. Been shaking and moving and showing and proving. You know that we chewing. The business is booming. Don't come around me playing cause I ain't never fooling with none of you niggas. And when I spit the spooky to some of you niggas, to tell them the truth, see, I ain't moving with none of you niggas. And by this shit till it's time to be gone. Fuck up the building till I leave it alone with you.
That's classic. That was fire. You said like 20 things in like 2 seconds. I mean, that's just classic Buster. I would say this, you know, when I, again, when Bria sent me the script, when it came out, you know, I'm always like, these newer rappers, I'm always like brushing them off, you know, baby, but I mean, he killed it. That's a sample from, what is the guy's name? UGK. That's a sample from, UGK had Jay-Z on there. Also had Jeezy on that. And so when you think about his delivery, what comes to mind? Just hearing that song with the baby and you know these artists that are out now.
I mean, it's just classic Busta. He doesn't leave any room in the track for space. He just stuffs it full of words, and the way his cadence is just ridiculous. He's masterful with it. Like the intro track, he changed his cadence halfway through. The intro track on that album, he flipped his flow up right in the middle, and it was just insane how he can do it so many different ways.
Right. Classic Busta, like I said, he leaves no stone unturned. I mean, he just crushes it. And so when he's rapping with the baby, I watched the video and had he dressed in suits with the colorful. That's classic Busta. So this is I would definitely give this a 2 thumbs up as far as the production wise, because anything that Busta touches is phenomenal. But moving on, hip hop pioneer Cool J DJ Red Alert recently celebrated a birthday on November 27th. So happy belated birthday to DJ Red Alert. I remember the Friday night rap attack coming on. That's when you used to get a tape, put it in the tape deck that you see over there. You put it in, you put 2 pieces of paper at the top of it, you mash the button and you record live. I mean, again, that's a beautiful thing back then. But DJ Red Alert was born on the Caribbean island. Red Alert is a Hampton University alumnus, so shout out to HBCUs. Has become one of the least celebrated trailblazers in hip-hop in his 50-year celebration. So what is it that you know, if anything, about DJ Red Alert?
This is honestly my first time hearing about it. After reading what all he had done, I was like, wow.
Yeah, Red Alert, he's a amazing trailblazer in hip-hop. That's back when, producers or MCs would have to necessarily go and put their record in his hand. So when you think about it, we'll play it just a minute. A lot of up-and-coming MCs, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, the Juice Crew, the battle between BDP and the Juice Crew with Roxanne Shante, Marley Marl. You used to have to, get to him just to get him to play your stuff on the radio. But before we move into that, we got a little clip of a promo, DJ Red Alert on Digging in the Crates Hip Hop Podcast.
Okay, I'm loosening up now, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
What time is it?
It's time for DJ Red Alert. DJ Red Alert. Who's singing this?
Total control.
Yes, Prince Cause we're back again, the one and only I'm singers, combining rap and singing and bringing words to swingers about a show that flows for 3 hours you can't miss. On 98.7 Kids. 9 to 10 to 11 and 12 as well, and the prop master said the rock faster, so there's no telling where his skill and trade will take him and elevate him, either red or the phonies. Now that's the only ultimatum for a Saturday night radio show to rock you. Then to top it all up, we got Fridays locked too. So before you throw your towel in and get unwound, just sit back, cool out, and check out the sounds of DJ Red Alert, DJ Red Alert, DJ Red Alert, on 98.7 Kids. DJ Red Alert, DJ Red Alert. Who's singing it? Total control. You want a rap show to flow with, then go with the prop master. Tune it because it's booming less than if you make a rock faster. So don't shoot the give and rip about who is swifter, cause those who oppose get frozen, other brothers shift to kiss to catch a scratch it, mix it flow and it's so on, so go on and put rather pro on, and yo, that's when it go on. I say red is the best, and that's the reason why I came. Now I'ma step and let the other brothers harmonize his name. DJ Red Alert, DJ Red Alert, DJ Red Alert. Coming up on
DJ Red Alert, what you think about that as far as, these are promos now, this is like, you know, in the 80s, early 80s in the Bronx, New York. I mean, so what do you think about that type of promo?
That was dope. No, it was very much like the old school shit with the break and just the hype man over top, you know. That was sick. Yeah.
Yeah, so not to mention, DJ Red Alert is also the first radio DJ to play dancehall music for all you dancehall fans on the air in the mid-1980s. When you think about DJ Red Alert. DJ Red Alert is also known for his signature chant, yeah, at the beginning and throughout the radio show mixes. Once established at New York's 98.7 KISS FM as the station's premier hip-hop DJ, DJ Red Alert discovered more than a few legendary groups. Think about this: Jungle Brothers, Tribe Called Quest, Queen Latifah, and other artists who were under the native umbrella. He is also the only hip-hop DJ with a display in the covered Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Ohio, which sometimes they exclude us. Salute to DJ Cool Red Alert as he celebrates 67 years of life for his unprecedented contribution to the culture of hip-hop itself. So shout out to DJ Red Alert. Again, we're moving on Digging in the Crates hip-hop podcast, the Hooker and Max show.
Yes, sir.
So Vital Matters moment that we have, because, you know, every beat on the record lies jazz, hip-hop, gospel, rock and roll, because, again, Vital Matters is important. So the first song we have is Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. It's the first and only solo album by an American singer-rapper, Lauryn Hill. Shout out to Lauryn Hill. We're going to get into the song Miseducation of Lauryn Hill on Digging in the Crates Hip Hop Podcast.
Some girls are only about that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing. And lick two shots in the atmosphere. It's been 3 weeks since you were looking for your friend, the one you let hit it and never called you again. Remember when he told you he was about to Benjamins? You act like you ain't him, they give him a little trim to begin. Now you think you really gon' pretend like you wasn't down and you called him again. Plus when you give it up so easy, you ain't even fooling him. If you did it then you probably can. Talking out your neck saying you're a Christian, a Muslim, sleeping with the gin. Now that was the sin that did Jezebel in. Who you gon' tell when the repercussions spin? Showing off your ass cause you thinking it's a trend, girlfriend. Let me break it down for you again. You know I only say it cause I'm truly genuine. Don't be a hard rock when you really are a gem, baby girl. Respect is just the minimum. Nigga, you still defending them now. Lauren is only human. Don't think I haven't been through the same predicament. Let it sit inside your head like a million women in Philly pen. It's silly when girls sell their souls because it's sin. Look at where you be in. Hair weaves like Europeans. Fake nails done by Koreans. Come again. Yo, a win-win. Come again. A win-win. Come again. Win-win. Come again. Yeah. Guys, you know you better watch out. Some girls are only about that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing, to the man. More concerned with his rims and his Timbs and his women. Him and his man come in the club like hooligans.
Again, Lauryn Hill's neo-soul and R&B album with songs based on hip-hop, soul, and reggae. His lyrics touch upon Hill's pregnancy and turmoil with her former group, the Fugees. Along with themes of love and God, this album was inspired by the film and the autobiography novel, The Education of Sonny Carson, and Carter G. Woodson for all your hip-hop listeners. Again, Miseducation of a Negro. So hearing that song and what you know about Lauryn Hill, does that touch your soul, Lenny?
Oh, absolutely. No, I've definitely heard that a couple pieces of that been sampled before. Heard that around a lot. I would honestly sample the crap out of that.
Oh, you would? You would chop it up?
Yeah, I would chop that up. For
Really?
sure.
Okay.
All those vocals are beautiful.
Okay. So the second is the second Vinyl Matters we have is Don't Run From Rap, which is a mixtape by rapper Simba. Broke through with his December 2020 mixtape. Don't hear that word too much. This album was released Atlantic Records and earned critically acclaimed in 2022. He released his follow-up record, Results Take Time. He grew up in the Bay Area of Northern California. His music has an undeniable swagger and well-crafted sentiment, so we're going to ride into Don't Run From Rap. Please don't run from rap, because we do it here on Digging in the Crates Hip Hop Podcast.
Check. I used to trap all night just to cop off white. I used to think all whites looked at me like I ain't right. You should talk to me nice, if not, then it's on sight. Duck for cover, motherfucker, if not, you'll lose your life. It's what happens when the value of life becomes $1. Your ribs touching, stomach rumbles without a swallow. Looking for a nigga to follow who hit the lotto. The irony is I prayed for this lick I'm hitting, and I'ma pray again, shit, and ask for forgiveness. I follow street codes and my grandma's religion. I guess that's why I'm torn between curse and being gifted. I guess that's why I'm torn between wifey and a mistress. It costs me nothing to pay attention, but I'm still making decisions to charge shit that's too expensive. Taking chances, avoiding charges for a living. I'm trying to get rich, stay street and they say it's hard to live, but it's even harder to fly. Trying to touch the money before I touch the sky. Before I touch the sky. Before I touch the sky. Shit, I'm scared to live, shit, I'm scared to die. Pray I find myself before I touch the sky. Before I touch the sky. Before I touch the sky. Yeah.
Touch the Sky, good selection from the interns. Again, we rolling. We 5 for 5. We 5 for 5. So this reminds me of a little. It has a little of Kendrick Lamar appeal to it. Of course, he grew up in the Bay Area. You hear anything production-wise in this song?
Oh, the percussion's super crisp. No, the mix on that song was insane. Like, you said it came out in 2020?
Yeah, 2020 mixtape, yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Mm-hmm. He always trying to become, Simba's music is focused on the pains and truths of reality, finding himself. He feels in his 2020 track, feels it in his responsibility to tell the people the truth and not sell them on fake persona. That's just straight like it is. Again, responsibility to tell the truth and not sell them on fake persona. But, you know, I don't want to get into that because I want to get into more about you. Now, this last one, Big Flex, I mean, I watched the video. She had them clean white Air Forces on. She was tough. I mean, one of the lyrics I had to stop it twice, just to see what she was saying, but we're going to move on to that.
I'm a big flexer, rich dresser. I just blew your rent on some Montclair sweatshirts. big stepper, Louis V collector. She ain't had enough, then I'm applying more pressure, bitch. I already earned my stripes. These bitches ain't no competition, ain't believing the hype. I just dropped the bag on a few pair of off-whites, drip so hard, got them calling for a fix on the pipe, and this shit light. I just got a thing for the flex, the bag stay around this bitch so I can fuck off a check. I feel like I'm up now, fuck all that, I'm up next. A bitch gon' really have to iron me to say that I'm pressed, and it's my last time saying I'm the goat around this motherfucker. And in my eyes, I'm the coldest around this motherfucker. They gotta pay me just to come back to the city. Who the fuck gas they head? These bitches ain't fucking with me. When you bitches way riding, I should charge you hoes. I'm forever with the shit and I can dog you hoes. Ever since I got a name, it's fuck all you hoes. Cause I apply the same hurt the way I ball on hoes. And I can't fight you hoes, I spend whatever on nails. I gotta fly back to the city just to link up with Mel. Hop on the flight at 2, I'm in your city at 4. I done trapped the whole Cali in a pair of Dior. I done moved to the A just to triple my bag. You bitches fighting over dick, bitch, you going out bad. Make bitches sicker than Corona, got them rocking a mask. I said a pussy hoe can never, so I'm keeping them mad. And I'm a big flexer, rich dresser. I just blew your rent on some Montclair sweatshirts. Big stepper, Louis V collector. She ain't had enough, then I'm applying more pressure.
I'm a
bitch.
big tipper, told you I ain't into kissing. I just spent your mortgage on some Louis V slipping. What bitch won't suck dick, please? A mirrors for the baddest, all the rest getting weak, you know. 2020 when we ride in the Benz, still sipping wild shit, get higher than a rim. But me, I'm paying 2 for a pint still. Here to win no Jimmy, shout out Sway, bitch, I know my wheel turn. 40K in chrome, nothing 60K in merch. She a big flesh, know my bitch a little extra. Take the AP, leave the Cuban on the dress. Don't forget these niggas petty.
I'm a big flexer, rich dresser. I just blew your rent on some Montclair sweatshirts. Big stepper, Louis V collector. She ain't had enough, then I'm applying more.
So that's fine. Lakia has best been known for her versatile flow, which you can hear and you can actually understand it. For those of you like myself are very critical, but again, you can hear it blending elements of rap and R&B in her music. She went viral for the first day of Out Challenge. I don't know about anything about that, but any of y'all familiar with the first day Out Challenge? What was that about?
Like a lot of people when they first got, it was one beat, but a lot of people like usually when they first got out of jail or something like that. So they was like, first day out of jail, I'm gonna give a freestyle and I'm gonna rap it.
Oh wow. Well, they went viral, challenging celebrity rapper JT from the music group City Girls, being released from prison after the challenge and going viral on freestyle over the song We Paid by 42 Dub and a Little Baby. She was signed to Quality Control Music. Wow. Shout out to Lakia again, big flexer. You know, I like to see them ones that you was wearing because they was clean. Again, Lakia, is if I'm pronouncing her name right. Okay. So, we are here today to talk about producer Snoff, and I'm glad that we got a chance to meet and connect with Old Boy. He was on here and he was telling me to kind of reach out to the underground producers in this area, and so thank you for joining us today. To kick things off, I told you about the mass rapper, and so I'm gonna throw this song in so we can get into who you are, what type of music you beat, the beats, and later on we're gonna get a chance, the opportunity to hear some of your tracks. But check this out.
Check this microphone before I start right quick. Microphone check 2 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah. Big up all the Monster Allen Massive, and beware before I triple dare you like the last kid who asked me what we don't got that you got, son. For one flow that's elementary, my dear Watson. Secondly, ever since I was little, not so much to riddle, least rhyme to the syllable. Keep tracks and make an A-rap deep clap with no hands. I chop these drums off truly yours, G-rap. Actual fact, relax. In this land of lyrical lost black, I'm not the cool sleep stack, the one who might stop and talk to you. Poison to few niggas who be biting styles I'm like pork to. Ooh, what you got to lose? Let mud fly. When I got blues, I two whole crews that's butt dry. So I ask why the stars from the set shit be fucking with my eye as I pull it to the chest. A super motherfucking villain grip the mic with an iron hand, throwing them seeds to the fire from out the frying pan. It ain't Ain't no use in trying, man, son, stop crying. Frontin' like you deaf to find. Need to stop lying. Speak your piece, only once you're spoken to first. Now let me hear your verse while I'm choking you with well refined rhymes like an editor. Throw them to my collector.
Stop it there. Speak your piece, but I know we was talking earlier, and this is your first interview, so I want you to. I mean, when I read your bio, I said I gotta throw MF Doom there, which is formerly KMD Peach Fuzz. A lot of people don't know that.
Zeb Love X, yeah.
Yeah, Zeb Love X. So to kick things off, could you share a little bit about your background in electronic music, sound engineer? How'd you find your way into that vibrant scene in Greensboro?
So so I started making music in 2008 with a friend of mine. We were really big into like dubstep and the electronic scene that was blowing up at the time, and we started producing at his place on his equipment, and we did that for about 5-6 years. And really just with the sound design thing, we never used samples. It was all like designing sounds and working with audio and trying to get what you want out of it and building drums and stuff like that. And I really started with that, and eventually I got my own equipment in like 2018.
Okay.
And I started making my own original personal stuff on my own for a couple of years, and then never released anything, just stayed on SoundCloud. We just kind of grew up on SoundCloud, so it was really like super underground, like people, only our friends heard our stuff, never really played it out. But so eventually I didn't start sampling until like 2020.
Okay. So what is it, before we get into sampling, I see a lot of people on YouTube, Facebook, whatever, they're in the middle of the park, I've even started seeing people on their front porch. So what is it about the little instrument that you use to chop up the beats? Where did that all start? When did that became very popular? It's starting to be more on the scene now, which reminds me of, again, that sort of underground hip-hop style. You mentioned SoundCloud. A lot of people don't see it, but it's becoming very vibrant for production.
Yeah, no, I mean, so when did I start sampling, or where did I start using hardware for it?
When you start using those instruments.
So, it's crazy, actually. When I started sampling, I was doing it directly in Logic on the program, and I would take the audio and chop it and like stitch it back together into the beats. So like the manual way of sampling, I guess. I didn't actually start using a actual sampler with pads until like honestly earlier this year.
So chopping, for people who may not be producers, what does that entail?
It's when you find a section of a song that you like, that you want to work with and manipulate, and you cut before and after that section to remove it from the entire song itself and use it on its own, and apply it with other chops, sections, just small sections of songs, and the chop is where you cut the beginning and the end of the sample that you want to use.
Okay, so it could be vocals, it could be strings, it could be
exactly,
drums. Horn. So are you a piano guy, horns guy? What is something that you like? I just gotta chop this up.
Definitely horns and strings, man. That's my favorite. Good bass line. Anything with a good bass line is nice.
Okay.
I never really write up until this point in hip hop. I never really write my own bass lines. I like to utilize everything that comes with the sample and kind of just have a small tool set, smaller tool set.
Okay. From viewing your website, it's fascinating how your roots in North Carolina underground hip hop scene shape your focus on storytelling. I understand you work with Beach Bats and are member of Bat Art Collective. Can you tell us more about the collaborations, how you contributed to the music scene in Greensboro?
Sure. So Beats Patch is, they were putting on hip-hop shows and production shows in Greensboro for a while before I found out about them. And basically what they do is they would put on shows and they would give people a platform, kind of like what you do.
Okay.
They would give underground, unheard of producers a platform to play and kind of get that step up to move into playing into bigger shows and stuff like that. And I met with them. I showed up and supported a couple shows and had talked with them about wanting to play, and they asked me to come on. I played a couple shows with them, and then really wanted to see what else I could do to contribute to the community. So I eventually got on and now work with them. Beats Batch, founded by Katie Boulevard.
Okay, yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah, Katie Boulevard and her partner, Christian Gentleman Boss.
Okay.
They were doing their thing. Katie started it. She's the founder. They were doing their thing for about like a year or so before I had run into them. But yeah, so basically with that, we just set up shows once or twice a month ish, and kind of just scout talent in the area, and create a cool environment, and really like boots on the ground, like street level hip hop shows.
So do you think that all these collaboratives with Beats Bats, I know they got Beats and Brews, many things, do you think that there should be more spaces for people to collaborate? I mean, we try to, one of the things we pride ourselves on is trying to reach out to the community. Do you think that be more, there needs to be more of that collaborative? For example, if I wouldn't have met you, if I had met Old Boy, but I'm saying in a more intimate setting, where you're listening to beats, you're just listening, enjoying the music.
Absolutely. No, that from what I've experienced, I've only been, like I said, I started sampling in 2020. Really didn't start getting out into open mics until like October of 2022. Really, up until then, till now, that's all I've been, the time I've been in the community. Because I didn't know the community existed, and I wanted something like that, but I had to get out and meet people and go to places, these open mics and these small little events, to really network. And I think that's the key, man. The networking and connecting with your fellow producers and artists, and just collaborating and boosting everybody, and we all come up.
Okay, so before we get out of here and we want you to play some of your tracks. It's clear that your influences are diverse, with deep appreciation for jazz and soul. MF Doom, Jay Dilla, and The Alchemist, who I'm a big fan of, are significant figures for you. How have these artists shaped your approach to music production? Certainly, MF Doom. Again, he doesn't get a lot of credit, but again, when he comes out, I was surprised. I was in Soul Relief Records. This was probably last year, and I seen Whole Cakes on the wall, MF Doom. And I went to get it, and I said, I got to buy this now. But I ended up putting it back because I was in a rush, and these 3 A&T students came in. And I said, do you know what you got in your hand? They said, yeah, MF Doom. They began to break his song. So I say that his music has an influence. So what is that like for you?
For me, man, like that, he taught me how to tell stories. Like the way he maneuvers his samples and the way he goes about his witty rhyme schemes, and just, not making it about, all the surface level things like that. It really just gets deep into it, and, it can even be funny sometimes. It really, like, he's just a wholesome dude to listen to, and the stuff that he does, I studied his stuff for so long. He really just taught me how to tell stories, and since then, that's been the type of hip-hop that I've been into. I'm not too much about the rapping about nothing. I like to talk about stuff.
Okay. Before we get out of here, so how can people follow you? What's your Instagram page? Any up-and-coming projects that you got working on?
Yes. My Instagram is Snoff the Maker, SNOFF THEMAKER, and you can find me on all platforms under that exact same moniker.
Okay. What else do you have going on? Any collabos?
Oh, absolutely. I have a ton. So I've got a album that I'm finishing up right now with my friend here, Veteran Eye.
Okay.
I've got a couple pieces from that I'm going to show you all in a little bit. working on my 3rd beat tape of the year, Sample Sessions 3. That should be coming out. It's really just a collection of
Quick
beats.
question: is he friends with Eda Mad Assassin? No, maybe not.
I'm not sure.
Huh?
We used to be in a group.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
there you
Well, I knew you from somewhere. Yeah. So yeah. That's yeah. Music is great. I remember you from y'all back in the day. Yeah. But certainly we appreciate you being on here. We're gonna break down in a few seconds and let you get on your instruments. So, any last words you want to tell our audience?
Not really, other than, just if you got something you're trying to do, just go for it, and, don't worry, don't pay attention to everything else that's going on. Just focus on your craft, and, whatever you're trying to achieve will eventually come towards you.
Okay. Any questions?
I do.
Okay.
Okay, you're talking about sampling and things like that. So, any artists you'd love to hear on your music, like rap?
On my music?
Yeah.
Really? Specifically? Probably Rock Marciano. I really mess with Rock Marciano's. I'm gonna be honest, Mark Berg is probably one of the best hip-hop albums of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah, Mark Marciano, yeah.
Mark Berg was, like, you go back and listen to it, and it was so long ago, and he sounds like the stuff people putting out now. Definitely Rock Marciano, easily. What's another one? Why am I blanking?
Any West Side Gun, Benji?
Oh, well, definitely West Side Gun. Yeah, I love Griselda.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. It's not God Fahim. It's Mahakami.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of collaborations that can be done out there. I follow, I do follow Rock Marciano. I follow West Side Gun, Benji Butcher, and all those collabs. It seems like your boy, there's a lot of DJs that are collaborating with groups. I follow Costa Contra there. But again, I'm more interested in local artists here in Greensboro because me growing up in California is here I found out how much music is in Greensboro. But this is Digging in the Crates Hip Hop Podcast, the Hooker and Mac Show. I am your host, the Hip Hop Wizard, with my co-host,
Snoff the Maker.
And before we go out, every beat on the record lies jazz, hip hop, rock and roll, gospel, orchestra music, whatever. Because music is the heartbeat for our lives. So, in my last words, we're going to go out of here. And so, don't fake the funk. We're faking the funk. Main Source as our outro song. Shout out to Nas, Faking the Funk again. Digging in the Crates Hip Hop Podcast, the Hooker and Mac Show.
And I do realize that hip hop is now a form of showbiz. But this has always been something with which you have to be true. So in the year of 1992, now this is how we do. At the age of 19, heard the scene, a lot of